seed, the LSU Tigers. Taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Gamecocks will kick it off to get us underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. The LSU Tigers offense will go on the attack first. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Now the play fake. Caught close to the marker, it's Green. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. The Tigers are rolling down the field. Quarterback may change this route. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Flushed out of the pocket. Unloads to the right. He's got it. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's called.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Oh, he's got some space. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. And the Tigers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Looking for room. It's Lindsey. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Bayou Bengals have been able to put on an aerial circus in recent years, but the foundation, the running game.
Yeah, don't forget about the run game. That starts everything, right? Because you can run it, you can throw it, you can create some balance and keep defenses off guard. But I think LSU does a really good job of always establishing the run game first. Then they'll get to their playmakers and all the speed out wide.
First down in the red zone, and this crowd imploring its defense to stand firm. He's got the tight end. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Leaves it with the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Looking for a man. It's Foster. He's got it. Oh, and he thought he had a chance to house him, but the defense tackles him at the 3. Fans are bringing the noise on 1st and goal. On the ground. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
He caught it. They will score. Touchdown, Tigers.
Man, great first drive by this offense. Capped off, 3rd and goal situation. A lot of times thinking run. They got a perfect play scripted. Take advantage of the defense, get the passing touchdown, and get this party started right.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Gamecocks offense will go to work for the first time today. They are going to be greeted rather rudely, I guess, by a group of defensive linemen that wreak havoc and hunt down quarterbacks, Jesse.
And they wreck games. They take away everything you do offensively. So it's a huge challenge in this one, David, for this offensive coordinator to try to call plays and find ways to get the football away from these big fellas up front because they take games over.
And get the ball out quick. Like when you've got a defensive line that can penetrate, they can get TFLs, get sacks, it's going to be on this offensive line to buy a little bit of time, but also the ball to come out quick, win in the secondary right now.
Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. And the Gamecocks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll throw on 3rd and short. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And here comes the punt team.
Well, that one falls incomplete, but you know this guy is a big part of their passing attack. You saw the last game out, he had multiple catches from the running back position. They're going to try to get that established in this game.
Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Foster. Gets it out fast. He'll get it inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39 before he goes out of bounds. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Off play action. Makes the catch. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. LSU moving quickly, going to work again on 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's complete on the right side. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They just keep firing. Quick strike complete. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the 1st down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Got it in the middle. It's 2. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. Defense rolling out the big bodies to try to stuff the run. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Back's got it. Touchdown, Tigers! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmaker, slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football, he'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. From the gun, the ground game. Into a mass of giant bodies, we'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Pulls it in. It's close. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Guys, LSU has the lead here. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. First play of the period, first down here. They'll give it to the back. He breaks a tackle. Still on his feet at the 45. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. The Gamecocks just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Can't get him to the ground.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
He'll do it himself on the draw. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Gamecocks send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. On the move, it's Carr. Makes it past the marker. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
They make... Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Give to the back. There he goes. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Lets it fly. It's picked off. That's number 10. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Really good coverage by this defense. They were aware of everyone on the field and including the running back. A lot of times those guys get lost in the shuffle, but they saw him. They knew the ball was going to him. They braked on it, did a good job, and got in his face just enough to cause him to lose some focus and drop that football.
The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The gift to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Looking down the middle. Complete to the left. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. And the Gamecocks are flying down the field. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking for the end zone. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Leaves it with the back, and they're able to get him on the ground.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you've practiced all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
They'll try to pound their way in, and he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, South Carolina!
And how about this offense? A big situation on 4th and goal, and you trust your running back. You trust your offensive line. You trust the physicality of this unit, and they reward that trust, and they punch it in for 6.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. From the gun, give on the inside. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to throw, it's Foster. Makes the grab on the left. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 37. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Grab near the marker. It's Washington. He's loose. The tag. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up 1st and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And they take it in for 6 more points. He'll try to tack on 1 more. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. And here's the return. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. To the air on 1st down. He's got his man across the middle. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. The Gamecocks in the hurry up. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man downfield. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. Looking downfield on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. And the Gamecocks getting set on 1st and 10. With jet sweep pass. Runs through a tackle. He'll be forced out of bounds, and they're showing confidence in their running game in the red zone. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. Goes to the option. And he didn't get the pitch off, and he paid the price. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Here comes the option. He'll pitch it. Bulldozes his way through. Touchdown, Gamecock. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
So nice to have the run game, so nice to trust in it, so nice to cut this game to a one-possession game. Halftime now becomes a lot more bearable. Coaches ain't yelling and screaming. We got to get this fixed, but we got some positive mojo on our side.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Back to pass, it's Foster. Going to try to get it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. They'll immediately call timeout. And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Snagged in the middle. It's Washington. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the 1st down at the 41. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Bears the pressure. On the move, he fires. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking downfield very late in the half. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Makes the catch down the right side. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half of the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
He might want another play. Wants to throw on 1st down. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Men, it is hard to beat Columbia when that town is buzzing as it is today. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Williams-Brice.
All right, Kevin about ready to get things cranked back up here. LSU ready to boot it away and open this second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. It's picked off, and that's number 10.
Well, we know these are slick conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. Didn't stick right away. There's a bit of a bobble, and because of it, the defense able to come away with the pick.
Power football with the run. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Flushed out of the pocket. Creates a little space. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's at the 20. All the way down to the 15-yard line. That's where he goes out of bounds. Is this offense had it cooking on that one. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. Quick completion on the out route. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, LSU! He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, a quick update on a notable game going on right now in the ACC. Florida State is currently ahead in this one, but unlike the days when Bobby Bowden walked the sidelines, this has not been a blowout today in Tallahassee. They're up by 10 over NC State. Any major changes in this ACC standoff, you'll hear about them first from us, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Finds his man. It's Fowler. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. Give to the running back. Hard running there. Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33. The Gamecocks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Gives it on the option. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
And the Gamecocks will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll take it on the return. Slips through the line. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. To the air, it's Foster. Bringing the heat. Got it in the middle, it's Tootin. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. With the run on 1st and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Using his legs, it's Carr. Touchdown, LSU! much more to the board with that trip to the house. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man.
Well, that is a very disappointing kickoff return. They've got to do a better job up front blocking these guys running down the field. There was just nowhere for that return man to go.
Knocked down after a pickup of 3 to the 12.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Past the first down marker and still running.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Fires to the right. Makes the grab. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. The Gamecocks are on the move. Quick pass on the jet motion. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Going to swing it on 2nd down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. That's reeled in. It's blown. And the Gamecocks line up to punt it away.
Now, 4th down.
And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. On the run, it's Lindsey. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The hand to the running back. Ball down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
It's not a flashing play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the first down.
Pocket breaking down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
Looking downfield, it's Foster. It's complete to the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Grabbed in the middle. It's Washington. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. snake eyes. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Hand off from the shotgun. Across the 25, he's got room. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. The Gamecocks, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Completes it in the middle. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. Quarterback on the keeper. And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. They'll give it another shot on second and goal from the 4. Caught in the backfield. It's Sharp. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. And they'll try to bite a chunk out of this lead on third and goal. He'll go to the sneak. Scores on the sneak.
It's just so nice to have a signal man who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. It was finished off with the quarterback sneak. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. On the move from inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the board.
As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on third down here. Makes the grab. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
Wants to throw. It's Foster. Unloads it downfield. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. So now it's second and long. Back to pass. Trying to make magic with his feet. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
And how about it? It's not just the arm. We've seen that today where he's picked them apart, put up some yardage, put on some touchdowns. Also showing you he can do it with his puppies. Taking off, running, getting the first down. Nice scramble. He's shown you a little bit of everything today.
They're working that left side. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Yeah, salt into her wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Here he comes with the return. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Works the middle.
And this defense is perfectly fine with that. When you're up a couple possessions, you want everything in front of you. You want that clock to tick, make sound tackles, and don't give up big plays.
Fires to the wideout. Got a man. It's Rowe. They finally get him on the ground, and he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
And the Gamecocks want to pick up the tempo.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
The Gamecocks come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to run for it. Sweet cut there. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. On fourth down, going to the air. Makes the grab, ready for the first down. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. Looking to pass inside the red zone. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Snapped it in the shotgun. Here comes the heat. Touchdown Gamecocks! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Back to throw, it's Foster. Dances away. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
Catch in the middle, it's 2. And he just couldn't get started. Goes down behind the line of scrimmage, and they'll lose yardage on the completion. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Working that left side. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. To the air on first down. Unloads it left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. To the air on second down. And he feels the heat coming in and burns him up. Another sack. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Takes a hit as he fires. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on third down. Looking for room. It's Turner. Breaks into the open. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground. He gets north fast.
To the air, it's Foster. Makes the catch, it's Turner. Wide open spaces. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now first and goal. And that comfortable lead they enjoy right now is not slowing down the aggression, not one bit.
Well, I think at this point the coaching staff is just trying to continue evaluating their own players, and I don't hate the mindset. If there's time on the clock, keep trying to score.
He's looking to throw. Got his man quickly. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They keep pushing forward now, back to work on second and goal from the 6. Back's looking for the goal line. Touchdown Tigers! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. They push out that lead a bit and draw much closer to a win here in Week 9.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
And he makes the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Murphy. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Looking downfield on first down. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Takes it the other way. And he's brought down after the pick, and time has expired here in the 4th. So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you handle adversity? Every coach talks about that. They dealt with it now. They got the loss. They had a little bit of struggle early in the season. What do? You respond by putting a winning streak together, gaining some momentum as the season closes.
And sometimes the good thing about losing games early is that you know you're not perfect. You have to come out. You've got to bring your A game to the part each and every week. And that's what we've seen from this team now recently. They've got tremendous players. They've got an outstanding coaching staff. When they put it all together and they play with great effort, this team's tough to beat.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse